Right then, this is the rich man poor man card trick. It goes something like this. There's a rich man and there's a poor man. Now the rich man says to the poor man, he said, we're having a party tonight, can you get me some stuff? He said, yeah, that's fine. He said, look, he said, you borrow my car. He said, and go and get me some gear, he said. So he said, yeah, that's right. He said, right. He said, the first thing I want, he said, I want 4 crates, he said, of Ace wine. He said, to get the party in the mood. So he said, yeah, that's fine. Jumps in the car, cuts the cards. He goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 7 blocks, 8 blocks, 9 blocks, 10 blocks, 11 blocks, 12 blocks, 12 and a half blocks. He jumps out of the car, goes in the shop. He said, look mate, so we're having a bit of a party tonight, because I need 4 crates, he said, of Ace wine. He said, 4 crates of Ace wine? He said, yeah. He said, I got that. Oh, he said, lovely job. He said, I said, but rather, he said, you've got to be in a 648 club. He said, I'm in it. He said, have a £2 tip. So that's great, he said. So he gets back to the club. He said, look, he said, I've got your Ace wine. He said, right. He said, the next thing, he said, we need a band. He said, they're called the 4 Kingsmen. He said, yeah. He said, that's no problem. Jumps in the car, cuts the cards. He goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 7 blocks, 8 blocks, 9 blocks, 10 blocks. Jumps out the car. Says his bloke, he said, look, he said, we're having a bit of a party tonight. He said, I need a band. He said, they're called the 4 Kingsmen. He said, yeah. He said, you can have them. He said, there they are there, look. He said, to have them, he said, you've got to be in the 648 club. He said, 648 club, I'm in it. He said, have a £2 tip. So anyway, he goes back to the club. He said, right, you got your band there. He said, right. He said, what we're like now? He said, we need 40 strippies. He said, to get the club going and all that. He said, that's what we need. Right. He said, I'll see what I can do. Jumps in the car, cuts the cards. He goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 7 blocks, 8 blocks, 9 blocks, 10 blocks, 10 and a half blocks. Jumps out of the car. Says his bloke, he said, look, he said, we're having a party now. He said, we need some strippers. He said, quick. He said, yeah, that's right. He said, you can have these. He said, he said, but to have them 40 shoes. He said, you've got to be in a 648 club. He said, yeah. He said, I'm in that. He said, have a £2 tip. So anyway, all the party's going well now. He said, look, he said, this band, he said, we got, he said, they're not that brilliant. He said, he goes, there's another band on the scene. He said, they're called the Jackson 4. He said, they're the Jackson 5, and he said, no. He said, they're called the Jackson 4. He said, right. He said, I'll see what I can do. Jumps in the car, cuts the cards. He goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 7 blocks. Jumps out the car. Says his bloke, he said, look, he said, we're after this band. He said, they're called the Jackson 4. He said, yeah. He said, I got them. He said, you can have them. He said, for the night. He said, brilliant. He said, he said, no. He said, we've changed it now. He said, it's the 21 club. He said, oh, that's good. He said, I joined last week. Have a £2 tip. So when he gets back to the club, he said, look, he said, we've got a lot of people in here tonight. He said, we need some bouncers, he said. He said, I'll see what I can do. Jumps in the car, cuts the cards. He goes 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 6 and a half blocks. Jumps out of the car. Says his bloke, he said, I need 40 bouncers tonight. He said, can you help me? He said, yeah. He said, I got them. He said, there they are there, look. He said, God, he said, that's brilliant. He said, so I'll tell you what, he said, after all this running around and that you've been doing, he said, I imagine you're quite sort of a fit bloke. He said, what, you're about 35? He said, nah. He said, you must be joking. He said, I'm 53. So anyways, for you people that's watching this trick, I'll do your hand now, a poker hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your hand there. Now we'll see what you got, shall we? Let's have a look. Right, we'll turn your cards over. And what have you got? Oh, you got 4 9s and a 5. That's a good hand. Well, let's see what I got. This is my hand. See if you can beat this. What do you reckon? That's the good night trick.